Yes, I'm ready to go live. All right, we're live.
We're here.
You know, it's ever since they updated this software,
Mm-hmm.
it's like takes so much longer for the thing to go. We're live.
To catch up.
Yeah. Or it could be just like horrible Comcast.
You know, they try to make things better by slowing things down.
Is that what they do?
I think that's what they've been doing.
Yeah.
There's a.
Is that better?
Yeah, that is. There's a
Today's rate
a program called Sky Slope that we realtors use for our.
I see it in the emails when I have to send stuff to agents.
So it's our management program for escrows and stuff, and they updated the digital signature, which now makes it almost impossible to use. And I've
what do you mean
kicked it to the curb. So they made it. You know, they think they made it better, but they actually made it worse.
So that's different.
More cumbersome.
Yeah, because we use a lot
less user friendly.
Yeah, we use a lot of DocuSign on our side because our software we use for processing, kind of like what you do. They have it in there too, but then they want to charge you every time somebody uses it. So, but I just pay nothing for DocuSign.
Right.
And why don't I just use that?
Well, and DocuSign when it first came out, it was so cumbersome for the other user, for the layman, your seller or your buyer. They're like, I can't figure this out. And so I went to DigiSign, which was part of SkySlope, and it was so much easier. It was more cumbersome for me, but it didn't take 37 million clicks to get all the initials and signatures in there, which now it basically does. On a regular purchase contract, if you've got two sellers, you have to click 32 times just to put initials in.
Wow. You know, it's a good thing you don't have to actually initial that many times.
You do?
No, I mean by hand.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Well, and that makes it kind of nice for older people that are like, you know.
Well,
like,
you know,
like
when you're
me,
on those
wait, over here.
When you're on those old flip phones or those, what's that one, Judderberry or whatever that.
The Jitterbug?
Yeah.
Is that still around?
They have. Well, I just see the stuff all the time on TV. Get the cellular network. It's only $5 a month.
Yep. But you only got 4 minutes.
Just enough to talk to your grandson.
Yeah, who's in jail and he needs money right now, right?
Yeah.
One of those scams.
All right, what do we got going on today? All right, so rates are, again, like I keep saying, they're going to continue to improve.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to share a screen, then we'll go to your stuff. Share. All right, so this is NBS Highway. I want to thank Barry Hubby for creating it again. And remember how I say all this stuff about how 2008, you know, we had that, it's never going to repeat and certain things happened. He sold this company in 2008 for millions and millions of dollars, and then got into the other industry, Broadway and stuff like that, and then came back after his no compete. What I'm getting at is he was way ahead of the gamut because of what he saw, what I talk about too, about the birth rates. Okay, I'll move on. Anyway, so we're looking at right now, this is not a big deal to you guys, but I know we're up 5 basis points. The biggest deal that we have is we have the 100-day moving average, right here where, you know, we got to stay above that. We're right down here right now.
Okay.
So that's the important next number. And that's what he was saying today on the update was, you know, it's a resistance. We need to close above it. And then we'll go to the 200-day moving average, which is way up here. So if we break through this and stay above it again and hit this, this is all the retrenchments, which means rates will improve a lot.
Yeah,
because 200 days is a lot of days.
Well, it's 200 of them.
That's right. And what that means is 200 days ago, rates were much better than they are today.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yep.
And then so we're seeing a huge change, and I'm also hearing it because people are saying once rates get under 6%, people are going to be out. Rates are under 6% for some people. Good FICO score.
Good FICO score people. Yeah.
So
you good citizens, the ones that don't break the law and stop not pay on time.
Move on, Mr. 80s, 90s. Warriors. So what I'm getting at is no other time in history besides the pandemic was the other time that your FICO score is so important. So start with somebody right now. Get qualified, have them help you get your score up higher.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we all can do those low FICO scores that we see in TikTok and anywhere else, but we don't want to. We want to get a better rate for you.
Right.
So let us work on for 30 days
and
move forward. There's so much you can do. You can get added on somebody else's card as an authorized user. You can add your rent on there. There's so much you can do to get that your actual score up. And so just let us do it over a 30-day period so you get an amazing rate going forward.
Yeah. Hey, today is 3 things.
Yeah, it's December 7th. which is
no, that's 4 then.
So I was looking all over for my t-shirt today. Couldn't find my Pearl Harbor t-shirt. I was like, I saved that somewhere so I wouldn't forget where I put it.
Today is Pearl Harbor Day.
Right.
Today is the second best day to buy in December.
Is it?
Is it? Yes. And it is my granddaughter Delaney's birthday.
Wow.
Yeah. 3 things.
Was that 4? So that's almost that's a, what do you call that in cards?
Trifecta.
When you have 4.
Oh,
it's not a pair.
It's 4 of kind. Playing 7-card stud in high school a long time ago. We had this one kid that was a great kid, loved him, but not the brightest tool in the shed. And 7-card stud, you build the best 5-card hand out of the 7 cards you dealt, right?
Mm-hmm.
He keeps betting. And now we're betting like nickels.
Right.
Keeps betting. I finally call him, and he says, "I got 3 pair." That's 6 cards. Brian, you can't use 6 cards. You got 2 pair. I got a full house. I win. Oh, dang it. What was that other screen you're going to share?
Nothing. Just go ahead. It's on you. I'm just looking. Remember, the key advantages to buying in today's market is homes are for sale right now. That means, the inventory is up a little bit. They're saying we're still at 3.3 nationwide, which really isn't. We were at 3.1 before. So,
right.
Not a big, huge.
It's not a huge.
Home prices are not projected crash, which we know this.
But wait.
And mortgage rates have risen.
Yeah.
But it will come down. God, it reminds me of something else that's coming up. He has risen. I've just seen that all over the place sometimes.
Yeah, you'll see it a lot this month. So, it's been maybe 2 weeks since I've shared this little ditty.
Well, put it
I'm
up
going to
there.
put it up there right now.
Wrong one. Next, you're not sharing it anymore?
Oh, I was.
Add to stream. There you go.
Oh,
Let me help you out.
No, it came up. It said stop sharing.
No. Don't stop sharing.
I didn't want to stop sharing.
All right.
Anyway, if you look at this, so here we are.
This
is
3rd.
This is December, the week of December 3rd. 494 closed sales. Now, this is per day, and this is statewide.
Gotcha.
Okay. And then we have 304 pending sales per day statewide,
right.
But only 249 new listings per day
statewide. Is that new?
I don't know why it says new, but it does look cool, doesn't it? Because they've always done it. But maybe people weren't paying attention to it. So then here's what realtors...
Yeah, you're just scrolling.
I know. I wanted to do this. Here's what realtors are saying. Realtors are saying 16.7% of the realtors have closed a sale.
So out of 100 realtors, 16... So let's just say 17 of them got a deal.
Right. That's down 1.8%. 14.9% entered into a new transaction, down 2.5%. And then 16.5% entered into a new listing contract, down 1.8%. So,
I start saving these because I don't think they keep them, right?
Oh, they do.
Okay.
They do. I can go back. What is the word called? The word is called
archive them.
All
right.
So 3.3% said sales will be up. Okay. What will happen soon?
So 3 out of 100 people, out of 100 realtors.
Yeah. 1.2% say prices will be up.
So 1.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just laugh because there's a lot more people not talking.
And then they're saying there's listings will be up.
Right.
I wonder where the listings are coming from. It's not new home sales.
Right. It's existing.
It's existing.
And people have to move right now.
Yeah. I don't. They're. But anyway, this is the most interesting part, I think.
Right.
Is consistently every week you've got more sales, more pendings than you do listings.
Right.
So
that means people are going to people off market and selling their house.
No, these are all through
No, what I'm getting is off market is they negotiate ahead of time. Hey, I can sell your house. I have a buyer for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Write it up. Now you have the list. That's why you don't have a new listing to match.
Some of that may be in there, but mostly this is days on market.
Right.
I would like to see them put in average days on market for that week week too.
Right. And I like to see more local data. If you could add in Modesto,
I
just so we
can. I'll work on that.
Because keep this so people know nationwide, what we're doing in California. But it'd be nice if we could just tell people here in Modesto so out of that 494, we had 49 or whatever.
Right.
Let me help you out there.
You did the bigger part. I kind of liked it like this, though.
I know, but then it shows the doorway.
I know, but it kind of
we don't have it all green screened.
Yeah.
So we'll have to paint that wall.
So the moral of the story is
buy now.
Yeah. Listings are not outstripping sales and pending sales, closed transactions and pending sales. So we're never going to catch up on inventory, really.
So if you have a house in contract right now and someone's writing an offer and they're not giving you full price, they want this. Should you take the offer or should you stay on the market for another 3 months?
I would take the offer.
And
me personally.
Why?
Because you know exactly what the market is today, and they're establishing market value by writing that offer. You can always counter. You can counter a little bit, but if they go away, you got to realize
there's a lot less of them.
You weren't at market value, and there's a lot fewer buyers out there.
So if you get two offers that are pretty close, and they don't, they're not talking, that tells you pretty much where your house
what your value is. Exactly. And you can talk to sellers sometimes and kind of lead them down that path, but seller makes up their mind on what they want, and sometimes they lose deals as a result of wanting a little bit more money.
And then then they take a lot less money later.
Yep, and that market's a little bit gone.
Yeah. So someone was saying, and I think I've said it before, sellers are in a market a year ago, and buyers are in a market a year from now.
Correct. Well,
I mean, I don't think that, because I think the buyers are in where the market is right now.
Right. I think they're in today's values, and I think a year now, the crystal ball, all tendencies, it's like the 8-ball.
Mm-hmm.
All tendencies are pointing towards an increase in values.
Yeah, I see later 2023. So most people have their house on the market, need to sell it now. So go ahead and sell it.
And you don't want to let your property get shop worn, meaning you don't want to sit on the shelf forever, because then automatically people are like, why is it on the market so long?
What's wrong with it?
What's wrong with it?
And the other thing is, if you have inspections done, right? So your buyers have inspections done, you decide you don't want to take their offer, you don't want it because of what they're asking for. Now, you have to tell people about the inspections?
Those are material facts about the property. In fact, you should, as a listing agent, attach them to the listing on the MLS. So
what if they weren't your inspections?
They're still part of the property.
Okay.
So they have to be disclosed. It doesn't matter who paid for them. In fact, in the purchase contract, the buyer agrees. It's all boilerplate. Buyer agrees to submit all inspections performed on the property, because he doesn't own the property yet. And so it's got to be disclosed to the potential new buyer. So then when you attach it to the listing, agents pull it up and they say, wow, there's a lot of work here. We can either ask for all this stuff to be done, or we can come down considerably on the price.
So what I'm saying is, it's not like it used to be 10, 20 years ago, where if someone pulled some inspections, they're not attached to the house anymore.
It was actually never like that.
Oh, okay.
It was always had to be disclosed.
Right, but they didn't. I'm not saying they did, though.
I totally understand, and I totally agree.
Because
and I've sold some properties where I happened to use the same pest control service,
right,
that did the earlier inspection, and then you're asking the agent, why was this not disclosed to begin with?
Right.
Oh, well, the seller didn't want to disclose it. Well, that's not good.
Yeah, I was talking to a new client, and they're trying to sell their house in San Mateo.
Yeah,
they have foundation problems.
Oh, and they don't want to disclose it?
No, they didn't know. So they're like, what? And then they had the guy come out, and he goes, oh yeah, this is the same thing I told the other guy.
Oh,
when the old owner.
Do you know statute of limitations does not run out? It begins
when you find out. Yeah. So I told him, you need to go after the original owner.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, because I guess the owner then sold it to a flipper.
Oh.
And then the flipper didn't, do anything.
I wonder if the original owner told the flipper.
Knows,
Yeah,
because he covered some stuff up. You can just tell from what the guy said. He leveled the floors in a foundation.
You never get away with it.
You can't put lipstick on a pig. It's still going to be a pig.
It's a pig.
Anyway, let's move on today. All right.
That made me snort my coffee.
Yes, I was trying.
Yeah. So
the reason I'm putting that out there is because these things have come up. We both have come up, have
Yep.
this, and I want
Yep.
people to know about it. It's important to know you can't hide anything if you have inspections done, and that's why I tell everybody have inspections done and then send them to the seller so they know. So if they don't want to do anything,
Right.
they have to attach it for their forward, and then everybody's going to know, and they know there's going to be issues.
Right.
Even if there is no as is in California by law, just so people know.
Correct.
But it's as is. No, there's no as is unless you're selling it to a flipper and they're paying cash.
And they agree to buy it as is.
Right. But it doesn't mean it's the way it is. Just because you want it as is doesn't. And I don't care how much you yell at your agent, it's still not as is.
Yeah. Well, it could remain as is, and the buyer walks because you don't fix anything or you don't give them a credit. But your house is as is.
That's right. And you can keep it for that long too, as is.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for being here today.
It's a great morning.
Yeah. Thanks for showing up and watching what we do. And we really appreciate you. Let us know if there's a topic or anything you want us to cover, and we will cover it the next time.
We will be happy to do so.
All right. And don't forget, we're always here on Saturdays at 12 to 1 for Real Estate Jerky, the radio show.
Here we go.
All right. Talk to you later.
Have a great day, guys.
All right. Bye.